Hey everybody.
Hi.
How's it going? Good to see you again. Sorry we're starting a hair late. Kimberly's mom was having a nice dinner with us tonight, and we wanted to make sure that she got home safely, and we wanted to check in with her and didn't want the call to come in the middle of our video. So
yeah, we'd be here and then all of a sudden there's my mom calling in, right? So I wanted to make sure she got home safe. And yeah, so we're running a little behind. But we will be doing these videos on Wednesday nights sometime around 7:30.
Trying for 7 most of the time.
Yeah,
so we're really going to push for
try.
that, right? Sorry.
So anyway, so last we talked about just basically the final journey
Coming back from
to
Colorado
Arizona.
and where we lived and the things that we did and that we had gotten through, the financial discrepancy, that things were going so badly. And then I was fortunate and found somebody who was helping me, basically learn how to make money in real estate again because it was such a changed market. And then we found a rental house, and we were just going through a lot of stuff of trying to fix the brokenness that we were after everything.
Yeah, filing double bankruptcy, then getting sued by our old partner, and then, just being on food stamps, all that, not finding work because the whole real estate industry failed and there was no work in it. So I was cleaning homes. So I think just the last video we touched on how we came back from Colorado. We were living in the trailer on his mom's land, little 24x8 RV trailer. But again, our whole story is about 30 minutes long, and if you go to Relentless Love, it's a public page, public group, and pinned at the top is our story. So if you have time, you can listen to the whole story in its overview, and then we've done these little live videos to kind of give you an in-depth view of our life and what we were going through at the time as a married couple, just our journey and as a family, and how God in the middle has literally, hey, Mike Weinstein, happy birthday, buddy. He had a birthday the other day. Yeah. Anyway, so just our journey and where we came out of Colorado back here, living in a trailer, and then Jay met that guy, and then he started doing the trustee sales, fix and flips. I was cleaning houses. I was working at IHOP for a little bit, but cleaning houses, amazingly, I loved it. And I made really good money. Amazingly, I did make good money. And it was just something that I could do to pass the time, and I still wasn't ready to get into real estate at all. We were still listing and flipping homes, but with investors.
We were listing all my own stuff, and I did have somebody call me every once in a while who wanted me to sell them a home or sell their home. But so it was basically just coming back and starting all over again. But at home, things were still difficult. Right. And even today, we're still battling some of the bad habits that we had, in the way that we talk to each other and, the things, our attitudes, it still hangs with us a little bit today. We're doing much better. God's really changed us a lot. Sometimes I have days where Kimberly's looking at me going, your undertones are pretty awful today. And I'm going, what do you mean? I don't even see it.
Yeah. And it's so funny because we're dealing this, hi, Rachel. We're dealing with this with Braxton right now is your kids. There comes a time in life when you all of a sudden look at your kids and you're like, oh my gosh, they're just us. Like us.
And who we used to be. And God's changed us so much, but now the kids have picked up on who we were, our attitudes, the way we argued, and the things that still come up for us. And that's the stuff that we're battling today. And that's the stuff that I think a lot of you can connect with, because we all have issues, right? We all have battles that we're fighting, and unfortunately, it's between us. It shouldn't be between us. We're supposed to be a team, not a dueling,
and we live here on this earth, and there is going to be, there's going to be fights, there's going to be quarrels, there's going to be tension, there's going to be all kinds of stuff going on, and that's why you have to literally just have God in the center and die to self every day, and just know that He is going to guide you. He will. You just got to keep that peace, and to have that inner peace, you definitely have to be in relationship with Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit and all that, and have Him guide you. But yeah, just yesterday, we had a knockdown, blowout fight. We haven't had one in a long time, seriously.
And what was it about?
But yeah, but you know what's so
finances?
funny?
It's always finances.
Always finances for us. What's funny is that I'm getting ready to go on a women's retreat this weekend. And Sunday, when we were at the meeting at church, they said, watch out this week. You are going to get, a lot of battles are going to hit you, because the devil doesn't want you going there. He doesn't want you there at all. And so, yeah, it's starting to hit me. Like, it's hitting me. It's hitting us. And we're starting to feel the tension, like tonight with our son. Also, lots of tension. But this happens. This is life. It's life goes this way sometimes. It's not perfect. The people that act like their life is perfect, guess what? Their life is not perfect. No one has a perfect life.
We're all good at hiding it. I mean, when we're with our friends, everything is great. It's so awesome. And aren't we really good at hiding that as couples? You know, it's like you could have a knockdown, drag-out fight on a drive to a party.
Or to church.
Or to church, absolutely. And you walk in there, everything's cool, everything's fine. We're all smiles. And we both seek God at that time. And even when we have our arguments, we'll walk away from our arguments going, I am such an idiot. But my pride isn't going to let me say that to her, you know. And she's the same way. And all of a sudden later she's going, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm a lot quicker to say I'm sorry now. And I've always had a forgiving heart, and I've just always been that person that I forgive people. Like, it doesn't matter. You can come back and I'm just a forgiving person, and I know sometimes I have to have boundaries with that, but for my family, I will forgive them, and Jay knows that. So.
Well, we have to.
Yeah.
And it's funny because there's a verse that I always read, and I'm not good at it yet. But it's one that always sticks with me because I need it so badly. And I think a lot of us do at times when we have the wrong moments in our minds and our hearts and we're thinking in the wrong way. And it's Ephesians 4:29 and 30.
Oh, the whole book of Ephesians is my favorite.
Yes, and it says, do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building up others according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. That one verse is the strongest one. Then the other one is 31, is get rid of all bitterness, rage and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. Now, malice is a really strong word, but you know, we feel that towards our spouses and towards our kids at times because they can make us so frustrated, and we get so caught up in that thinking of, hey, I'm right, you shouldn't be like this. This is ridiculous that you're talking to me this way. And here I am in response, probably speaking to her the exact same way, but I can't see that. All I can see is that I'm not being the man that I should be as a leader. And so these are really strong verses in my heart that I have to seek all the time because of who we used to be. Especially, we'd fight about everything all the time, and there was always stress. Even
little
when we had
bickering
money.
stuff too,
right?
Yeah.
And it comes back so easy when we get in those modes, and you have to just stop sometimes and just breathe and think. Okay, is this going to be uplifting to my wife? Is this going to be uplifting to my son? Is this going to be uplifting to my daughter? And sometimes my pride or my emotional content of being upset comes through. And even though I'm really attempting to be supportive, it doesn't come across that way because my undertone is not that, even though I would like it to be. And it's just a difficult thing for us. And we're really, God's getting us through it. But it's still there, even after 8 or 9 years of going through what we've gone through.
I know a lot of you are newly married and things like that, and the honeymoon period will end. But, we do tend to hurt and are mean to those that we're the closest to, and I don't know why. I think it's because our spouse knows us deep, deep down, and we can show our ugly, right? And they're not supposed to leave you. They're supposed to always be there for you. Even in your worst days, they're never supposed to leave. And we live in such a society where, gosh, if you're not making me happy, I'm out the door. Well, you know what? No one's going to make you happy. No one is going to make you happy. So we're going to cut it here, but we want to start bringing you guys in with questions and things like that. But again, go to our Relentless Love page and watch our story. It's about 30 minutes long, and share it. Share it to your pages. Share these live videos to your pages, and do a lot of likes and make comments, because we really want to help marriages out there. And the more that we get out there, the more marriages we can help.
Right.
And then the other last thought is we do promote Family Life. We're on the local team. And the Weekend to Remember is coming up. And I'm going to tell you, hands down, it's the most amazing marriage retreat.
It is.
It is.
We've done it 3 times. And it's
four, because we served at the last one. But
we were that's a little different, but yes.
But so if it's 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's done Sunday at noon. If you register at OCC with our I'll give you what I'll do is I'll give you guys the link and everything again. But it is on our Relentless Love page, and our code is OCC Renew to get $100 off.
Yes.
And it's you don't put it, you put it in the group code, not the
Thank
promo
you, Rachel.
code. What'd she say? Thank you. I appreciate it.
And
yeah,
also,
this does take a lot of courage.
yeah. And,
I mean, our ugly is definitely out there.
and we want to next week. I want to talk a little bit about after we got back some of the things that we did financially, because we were so used to having money and we started making a little bit of money again. And guess what we didn't do? We didn't handle it like we should have in the beginning.
Yeah, we kind of fell back into our old habits.
Into old habits of things that, we want to talk about that a little bit, and how do you overcome that, and just more of the story as we continue up through the years and get to where we are today. And again, if anybody has any thoughts or questions, or if you look at that the video and you see something that brings a question to mind, please ask us. We'd love to talk about that too.
Yeah, and if any of you ladies want to get together for coffee or anything, let me know. I've met with a couple ladies on the side, and I'm here to pray with you, encourage you. Jay, same thing. We're here to encourage marriages, encourage men to be spiritual leaders, encourage the women to.
Hey, Braxton.
There's our son.
Hey, Braxton, come here for a minute. Just say
here's
hi.
our son.
You met Rachel last week.
This
That's
is our
Braxton.
son.
Hi.
So he's a freshman.
Eat.
Yeah. So what do you think, Braxton?
Well, I think I support this.
Yeah, see? He wants us married. Absolutely. Okay, guys. Well, we love you all, and we'll be praying for you. And continue to pray for my mom. We go in on Friday and find out about if the radiation took the lung cancer. She's been through a lot lately, so keep her in your prayers. Okay, so we'll talk to you guys next week, and have a blessed one.
Thanks.
Okay.